And we're live again. Yeah, I think. Maybe. Double check. Quick check. I was slacking on the check today. But we're here. It is Wednesday? Yo, what is up, James? What is up, my man? Yeah, I know. We were on the early stream grind. We were on the early night, early morning, late night playing for the last couple. So you've missed a bit, at least live, unless you've gone back and checked, which I'd never expect you to, but we have 3 badges now. Let's, which way? It's right there. Right there. It always feels weird to which way is to point. We got that last time. Haven't rewatched the other streams. Any new Pokemon? Ooh, yeah, let's get a team update. The team is coming along, man. I will tell you. And on the last sesh, getting the badge, who was it? Who was it? I want to try and remember the name without saying it. It was Egret. The one that Ghost named. Egret is the MVP as of right now. Easy team MVP is Egret. Our Tranquil is evolved from Pidove. But there haven't been any substantial changes to the team, I don't think. Let me pull it up here as I get into game mode. Nice and tiny. All right. Where are we? We're in the Pokemon Center because I just was fighting last time. All right. So let's take a look here. Falkbeer. I don't know if you were here when we got Falkbeer, James. But Falkbeer is kind of trashed right now. Falkbeer is the... I was going to make an MMA joke there that I shouldn't have, and so I'm glad I didn't. Falkbeer is our weakest link. Let's put it that way. Not so good. Great name, but Venipede is not working out. Uners is hanging in there. Uners has been pretty solid. I'm enjoying Uners. Our Petalil. Chef Donald. I don't remember. I feel like you were here when we got Chef Donald. He's been all right. Hanging in there. Amberthy still pretty solid, actually. I mean, I didn't really use Amberthy the last 2 times I played, I don't think. Yeah, Marshallton, our Duat. We got an evolution there from whatever Duat was before. I'm not blanking on the name of the first Evo. And then there's Egret, of course. Our Tranquil, who evolved from the Pidove. I mean, Egret just kicking all the ass last time. She is our MVP so far. So yeah, that is the team as of right now. And I don't think there was anybody I was looking at swapping in, but Falkbeer just ain't been it, though, unfortunately. So out of who I have right now, I might catch something else to swap him out with because I'm not liking any of my other options. Even though I think he's going to evolve relatively soon, and hopefully that'll be good. What up, Rio? How we doing? Good to see you, buddy. Have a screenshot of the rankings and complaints that you thought I was making up. Can I show it in the Nuzcord? Of course you can show it in the Nuzcord. I'm trying to remember what exactly the complaint was, but yeah, go ahead and drop it in there. I have the goofy ass name suggestions open right now because, of course, for Rio and our future Pokemon that we catch here. I didn't catch any last time because I was all stuck in the city. There was no grass. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to look at the map. That's what I'm trying to do. So where are we going? Relic Castle. Nimbasa. That name makes me think of Kielbasa, and then I think of Tenacious D. As I should, right? That's appropriate. Let's get moving. I still haven't gotten any bike yet, or whatever the thing is in this game. So I'm waiting on my... I say I'm waiting on my speed when I can just adjust it in the emulator, but I like fucked it up last time and kind of need Tanner to help me if he pops on. Some Yuner's lore drop, because Ghost told me in the DM that it was funny since Yun was a sister named Yu. So in the naming convention, if the naming convention occurs, it should the last sibling should be Y. Okay, all right, interesting. More Yuner's lore. We are all here for the Yuner's lore. Did you see Rio? Yuner's is still hanging tight on the team. She's in spot 2 right now, but has been good. Yoon, U, and Y. It would just be E, right? Maybe, depending on, I guess, the nationality or where you're from. Oh, wow. I did not expect Pokemon in the dirt right there. Okay, we have a Darumaka, which... Darunaka. I don't know if these have Evos. We're going to find out, I suppose. But we have a name to give once I get him. Yeah, he's just... Falkbeer, just no good. No good, Falkbeer. But we'll keep him in. I'm trying to pull up the Pokédex at the same time. If we started with Yuner's. Oh, there he goes. There he's done. It would be Yuner's, Yuner. Holy shit, could you imagine? Oh, that's funny. A Darumaka. Oh, Darmantian. Or Darmanitan. Okay. I don't hate that. Don't hate that one bit. So we might have a replacement here. Don't love it still. Let's try and catch him though. We'll stick with Pokeball. They were talking about how someone said the women's rankings are unfair because Whaley's at 3 and Dern at 5. I have the screenshot now. Oh. Right. It's for the pound for pound. Right. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that now. Darumaka's droppings are hot. His shit. The Pokédex is talking about Darumaka's poop. Darumaka's droppings are hot, so people used to put them in their clothes to keep themselves warm. Okay, the Darumaka lore is something I wasn't ready for. You guys saw that, right? Well, now we gotta name him something stupid. Okay, if I go in order here, Rio, the next name we have here for this Darumaka would be Oligarth. Which I think that's pretty fitting. He looks pretty Garthy. Where are we? Oligarth. Nope, that's a space. Jesus Christ. I like that, actually. Okay, let me see what you got for me here. All right. What do we got? Don't think anyone should be above their own champion. Otherwise, what's the point? Maybe you tie Whaley with Dern, but not above. And we got to be more respectful of that lady in general. She's got better UFC ones in her last 3 than Kayla Harrison does. We're talking about Dern? I mean... like... How important has how great of a job has the UFC been doing of making belts matter and showing us how much they matter? They haven't been, so I appreciate the spirit of that argument, but it's very much not valid. So, yeah. The person's argument is they need to have more respect for the champion, which no, we don't when we've seen her lose to mid-competition. Well, I mean, that I can understand that more if they've like had several title defenses, right? Perfect example, I think, would be Pantoja. Before and after this last loss, he shouldn't have moved at all in the rankings after losing. But before that, like, dude was top 3, is top 3, 4 still. I don't remember where I have him specifically on mine and where we do it uncrowned, but go check that out. He is still in the top 5 above Josh Van. No one calling that disrespectful. I mean, a little bit of a different situation, but the disrespect is not having him higher on the UFC's official. Like, she fucking hasn't done anything yet. So, yeah. What's this guy doing? They're hiding in the dark spots. It looks all the same to me, fella. Oh, it dropped right on one there. Another one. We got a bunch of Darumakas. Oh shit, I forgot that Falkbeer just went down. That's not good for Uners. Dude, what are these? What are Darumakas? Like, what are they actually? Still believe the 115 is useless belt as of the moment because of how unskilled Dern looked in her UFC title win, I'm assuming you mean. I mean, I don't think... I think that would be a disrespectful comment there, James. I mean, I don't think she looked unskilled. It was a good win. It was a fun fight, all that. Like, was it a domination? No. Like, was it the most skilled performance that we've ever seen or for a title win? Absolutely not. But, like, to straight up say she's unskilled. I'm going to call you out on that one, okay? Like, you know, I'm going to call it how it is. But, of course, I know what you are getting at, mostly. Okay, he's probably going to want to battle me, so I have to go back through the city. I'm not in love with the Darumaka. Hold on here. What am I looking for? I'm trying to get all the way through. Let me see. I'm gonna like check his stats, I think. Is what I'll do. Cause I'm not at all in love with the idea. Let me see when Venipede even does. Or oh, it is Venipede. 22. Okay, so 22 to get to Whirlipede. I don't love that. I mean, I don't hate that. That's... I might stick it out for a little bit unless I see something better. What level is he at now? Falkbeer's at 17. Yeah, he just sucks so hard right now. Okay, I stole this from Ghost since I disagree with it somewhat. Is Dern the UFC champ? Yes. Did she do it in impressive fashion? No. Was she the best 115 in the world even without Whaley? No. Even without Whaley. That's an interesting part to point out. Who's better than her then? Like, who would be the second best? I'm curious what you actually think on that part, because I'd have to look at my rankings again, like by the strawweight division, but I think she's the second best. I Yeah. Worldwide, I mean, there was an argument for Stamp before she just disappeared off the face of the planet because of one. You know, after beating Sohee. There's that. Belt is not good right now, even though she's the champ. She's not stronger than Whaley. That's where my opinion is different from Ghost. But wait, what was Ghost's thought? Now I'm confused on that part. Because it sounded like you were saying the same thing. Mizuki would beat her, but Lemos is better than her, and Yan is better than her. I like the Mizuki love. I like the Mizuki love a lot. And I hope that... Wow, there was a healer right here the whole time. I wasted my time going back down to the city. Yeah, I love the Mizuki love there. And I hope that she can go on to have a run. That would be... I mean, what a great career story it would be for her. Lemos. Yeah, that's Lemos and Yan. Okay, I mean, that's pretty fair. Ghost thought is that Dern deserves the belt, which I don't agree with. I mean, she won it, so, like, you could just say based off that she deserves it because she won it, right? Of course, it's like you have to be in the fight to win it, but I think I don't know. It's a very interesting situation to be in, and we've seen it before. It's like until they defend it, we're in this strange spot. Whaley's still alive and active, so she doesn't deserve it, really. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing could have just been fucking avoided if... And it's the UFC's fault, right? It's not a Whaley issue, but if they just let her fucking hang on to the belt, make an interim... If they had to, which they didn't, just fucking name contenders like you used to. When we used to have proper #1 contender fights, just do that. And there's no bullshit problems, right? This is a UFC created problem. Let Whaley go up. If she was to decide to stay, whether she won or lost at flyweight, vacate it then. Vacate it then. I mean, like, how much value to selling that pay-per-view did that being the vacant title fight add? A little bit, maybe, on paper. Sure, you're like, oh, 2 title fights. But even if you're just like, we have the heavyweight title fight, and then the #1 contender fight guaranteed, this person will fight next no matter what, unless they get fucking injured or something. You don't say that part, but you know what I'm saying? Okay, Folkbeer is going to completely lose this. Uners, get in there. So, like, there are ways to avoid these issues that do not get avoided anymore. So that's annoying, obviously, right? That's obviously pretty annoying. Hang in there, Uners, come on. Oh, she flinched. This isn't good. I might need to heal. Let's gamble. Oh, no! Double flinch? Come on. Oh my god, the poison saved us. Holy shit. Another Basculin, though. I say just have Dern fight Whaley. Dern fans, as I have said in the past, are annoying, and James is realizing it. I mean, that would definitely be the simple solution. And I mean, the thing is, like, we know that it'll happen if... Oh, shit. It'll happen if Whaley wants it to, pretty much. Like, there's no justifiable way to not put her in a title fight if she returns to strawweight. That just doesn't make any sense. And I don't even think the UFC would want to not... I mean, the only reason they would want to not do that, and here's, like, where we get problematic and conspiratorial, right, is, like, if the UFC didn't give Whaley a strawweight title shot next when she was coming back down to strawweight, it would be purely because they want Dern to be the champion, and they like the marketability that they can get out of her as the champion, which we've already seen. She was a part of the announcement, right? She was a part of the announcement for the very first card on Paramount. She was at the fucking not the Oscars. She was at the Golden Globes with Ortega to promote it. I mean, I don't know why they chose Ortega, just because he's a handsome man, I guess. But yeah, like, that right there should be a potential concern. And I keep fucking getting flinched, man. This is bullshit. Uners, I swear. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. How many Basculins? This is just annoying. How different is it from Whaley versus Rose 3 when Whaley won the belt off Carla? That feels like a very different situation. All these headbutts are driving me insane. Nice, that was good. What bothers me is how people are saying Dern will be more active than Whaley when she doesn't even have a defense scheduled and is taking lots of time off, whereas Whaley, like Ghost told me, is just the UFC scheduling conflicts. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, with champions in particular, the UFC wants them to fight whenever they want. The champions don't get much of a say in it, depending on very unique circumstances, right? Like, and if they don't, and if there's some bullshit to it, we've seen what can happen. And now, suddenly getting annoyed by the chat box. One sec, let's move it a little more centered. Throwing me off there. That is still not quite where I want it. Look at the OCD live. It's the OCD stream. Alright, that's better. I could have filled out the whole thing, but then it would have been a little stretched. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of a move. Aqua ring, see ya. Well, Chef Donald's about to level up, so that's nice. How many Basculins did this guy have? I was not ready for all these. I said this before about Dern in WMMania. People keep saying that all she needs is a single takedown in wrestling, but that's not really true because wrestling is much more than one takedown, according to JDK from Cagecraft. Yeah, I mean, of course it's like, yes, 100% that is true, but the thing is, like, her jiu-jitsu, and at the time, I feel like we've seen it exposed a bit now to where obviously her submission ability, she's struggled to finish people at the higher level. What, only Hebas in the last so many fights, right? But the thing was that her grappling was so good and her submission ability was so great that if she can just work on that part and getting it down, she's been able to walk through things and get there. So might as well work on that, and you're gonna be much more better off. Much more better off than you have been just struggling and forcing your way down like that. So, oh, a Sandile, level 18. All right, this is enticing. I mean, I'm in a bad spot right now. Hey, there's Ghost. There's Ghost. All right, no problem, buddy. 1 second. Let me get in there. The boys will love this, and you can tackle some of the questions while I get destroyed by a sandile. Let me see. I don't think I need to adjust anything when I do this, but... Oh, Ghost is here. No way. Yep. If you missed it, Rio, Ghost has been on the last 2 streams with me. Because we've been too early for Ghost. Or too late for him. No. He's been here the last couple times.
Oh, I gotta turn off my...
Yes.
I gotta turn off my stream.
Yep, there you go. And I was like hearing it a little bit. But we're
all
good.
Right. What questions do you want me to tackle?
Oh, I know.
They've already got a lot here.
We got through some good ones. We've been having some good conversation, I would say. I think...
I see James brought up the thing that I told him in the DMs.
Yes.
So this is what I essentially said. I said, yeah, he kind of brought it up, but there's lots more nuance to it when I said it, because obviously you can't fit it all in the chat. So yeah, is Dern the UFC champion? Yes, she is. I said, does she deserve it? Yeah, she definitely deserves it. She fought for the title, the vacant title, which Weili gave up willingly. So yes, she deserves it.
Right.
And I did say, did she do it in impressive fashion? No. And is she the best 115er in the world, even if you don't include Weili in the mix? Yeah, I said no, because she's already been beat by Lemos and Yan Xiaonan.
Right.
That's my whole argument. And where James is disagreeing with me is the deserving part, which I disagree with him because I think she actually does deserve it because she did fight for the belt. Even though even though it's like it's kind of like the Volkanovski situation, even though it's a little bit different. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I mean I pretty much was saying the same thing. It's a very weird it's kind of a weird, unique situation, but like you look at the time, like who was more deserving to fight for the title, right? And it's like, I mean, she was put in that spot. She earned the spot. The fight was the fight. I don't know. I think it, and of course you can make the arguments, and what I was saying was until she defends, like you can kind of nitpick it, but I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to stand by that she definitely deserves it. But am I going to argue, like, obviously very biased, but am I going to argue that she's better than Weili? No.
Right.
Even though we haven't seen them fight yet.
Yeah, no, and I mean, there's not even really a real argument to that, I will say. I don't think there's a reasonable, justifiable, logical argument even behind anybody trying to say that Dern is better than Weili in any capacity, honestly. So, yeah. But, what do we got? James wants a breakdown for Shev versus Natty Ice. Oh boy.
Ooh, Drake, I don't think you want to hear this from me, buddy.
I had a feeling. I know you're not on the ice train.
let's look at it from both sides. So let's look at what Shevchenko does well, since I did just study her.
Right.
So she likes to park out at extended boxing range, so at borders, and what that does is it makes her opponents feel uncomfortable that they have to rush in and attack her. And what she does really well, as you saw in the Weili fight, is there's going to be extended minutes of time where nothing happens, and then she lands like a vicious body kick.
Right.
Or if her opponent suddenly like charges in, not methodically pressures in, there's a difference. She'll land a check hook, which, again, that happens a lot with Jessica Ai. Mm-hmm. Not as much in the Weili fight. With the Weili fight, it was mainly the body kicks at range.
Yeah.
But with the Jessica Ai fight, Jessica would be in a bladed stance, come in quickly as hard as possible, and then Valentina would just pivot offline and made the cage look super huge. So that's what Valentina is really good at. She's good at parking outside a boxing range, making the person chase her, and if she doesn't like the exchange, she's gonna clinch up, which is unique to almost all of MMA. And she's really good at timing the clinch when the opponent throws like a rear hand. She's able to duck under that and get an advantageous position, not just 50-50. So that's the Shevchenko side. On the Natty Ice side, Natty Ice is really good when the opponent is coming to her, and when the opponent is like the Jessica Andrade one, where where they plod forward. She's gonna have a field day with that.
Right.
Like Jessica Andrade, Jasmine, Jazz Devicious. Who's that girl that she threw a spinning heel?
Was that
heel kick to?
Blada, if I'm remembering correctly?
Yeah, off the level change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
she's
to the
really
throat.
good at that. Yeah, into the throat. She's really good at like. It's kind of like what Dominic Cruz does, but not as pronounced. Like she doesn't go all the way into southpaw and then bounce back. She's more of shuffle, 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 throw a kick, and then circle out.
Right.
Now, so I'm not making a pick where I'm not favoring either
Sure.
of these girls, but the problem with that when she's fighting Shevchenko is really disciplined at not engaging, and Natty Ice for Natty Ice to be effective, she needs to engage a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't see that fight as being very good.
It could be a bit of a stalemate, right?
It could be because he would have to wait for Shevchenko, like for this, like for Silva's style to work.
Mm-hmm.
She would have to, or Shevchenko would have to come forward, and that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, she's
Because-
not unless she's like behind, which you'd have to work for that.
Well, even when she's behind, what she does is she does that Superman into low kick,
Right.
Superman punch into low kick, which she did against Nunes,
Mhm.
and that's her only way to like get back into a fight that's not going her way, or she'll cheat like she did against what's her name, the tall one that Dakota Decheva just destroyed.
Oh, Santos.
Yeah, Santos. Yeah. Or she'll cheat like that. Or she'll do like low blows, grab the fence, grab the inside of the gloves.
Calling her
Block
out
on the
for
way in the
cheating.
clinch. Well, dude, I actually told Wei Li that. Like when I was there at her camp, I said, "Look, if you do get a lead, just beware of her cheating."
Okay.
Because it's very obvious, and she did it a lot in the Grosso 3 fight, which not many people talk about.
Yeah, I don't really remember it. Like what specifically? The knees?
In the Grosso fight,
For-
where she started cheating.
The cheating that you're talking about in that
Cheating
fight.
Yeah, it was the inside low kick inside low kick that suddenly went to the flaps, and she does a lot of glove grabbing when she's.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, now I
when she's
remember
in
that. I do
position.
remember the glove, yeah.
Yeah. She does a lot of that, and you know that's not cool.
No, that's always annoying. That's always pretty annoying. So, yeah, I know. I've never really thought that fight and that matchup would be like amazing, you know, because yeah, their styles very much have some strong similarities, like you mentioned there, and cannot like jive well with each other to be fun, to be an exciting fight. I'm interested just purely out of course, seeing it as a fresh matchup and all that, but yeah.
And the thing about Natty Ice is her hands leave a lot to be desired. It's her kicks from
Right.
range that are really impressive.
Yeah.
And those work really well when her opponent is like doing the Mackenzie Dern thing of like, remember when we did our breakdown of Suarez and Lemos?
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember how Mackenzie Dern takes big steps?
Yes.
Like that is where Silva is going to thrive on,
Mm-hmm.
because she can just time those steps and then like run away, or not run
Right.
away, like circle off.
Yeah. Careful with that
And
phrasing. People hate
Shevchenko-
that.
Yeah. And the thing about Shevchenko, when I studied her, she doesn't take big steps. She takes small, shuffly steps. Which there is a way to beat that, but it's not. It's not waiting for her to come in and then you kick.
Right.
Oh, and speaking of kicks, Shevchenko is really good at catching round kicks specifically, because as if you watched her last fight with Wei Li, the times Wei Li did front kick, she didn't have an answer for it. Shevchenko didn't have an answer for it, but when she did round kicks, Shevchenko would catch it and take her down. So there's that too.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if Natty Ice wants to use kicks, she'd have to use she'd have to use her side kicks and her front kicks to keep Shevchenko off, because she really doesn't have an answer for those.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, that's the exciting part to me, is to see if she can make it work, you know? That's the fun of it. But
Yeah, just stay away from, like, if I was to like scout for Talia Silva, I would say, which I should have said in the last one, but I would say, like, instead of like skirting outside the cage, I would slowly and methodically pressure Shevchenko, because Grosso doesn't have great ring craft, as in she doesn't cut the cage off well, but what she did do well in the first fight was just to walk up to her and do nothing. And then Valentina would panic, and then Alexa would be able to counter her off when Valentina would panic.
right.
Yeah, so because the thing would happen with Wei Li is that Wei Li would do her normal ring cutting stuff, which we've seen is actually really good, but the problem with that is it's giving Shevchenko time, and you don't want to give Shevchenko time, because what Wei Li did really well in her previous fights is timing those plotty steps that I talked about, and Shevchenko doesn't do those plotty steps, so there's that too.
Yep. It's she's been the champ for a reason. Pretty much, she's been able to make that work well. But the boys are loving it. Rio says he loves having us chop it up. Of course.
Of course, I love chopping up the tray.
Thoughts on the Uners lore? Oh, did you see he dropped more lore for us, Ghost? You missed it. I don't think you were in here. Yeah.
I don't think I saw it.
Scroll up there. I love the excitement that you had there.
Yoon has a sister named Yu, so the name convention at first. The last sibling should be White. Oh man.
He gave us the whole breakdown on the Yoon name.
Yoon. I told him to drop more. It's hilarious. So Yoon White.
Crazy. Yeah, so good. Oh. Okay. What else did we have here?
How is it different from Wei Li Rose 3 when Wei Li won the belt off Carla? Did we answer that already? I don't think you did.
No. I think you might have been, were you joining right when that happened? I don't know, but I don't know, that's just a very I feel like that's a bit of a different situation for some reason, but I don't know, I didn't think about that too much. I was doing something when that question came up, but what do you think?
Well, Carla did beat Rose, as much as her fans disagree with it.
Right,
so
right.
It's not really the same thing.
Yeah.
Because Wei Li vacated her belt.
Right, there were actual fights that took place to get us to that point.
Yeah, it wasn't like as much as other people were saying like other people deserved it. It's not the same because there was a new champion.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems surface level, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that is the big differentiator there, is that we got to that point through fights, so it's a little bit dumber that way to compare it to, like, people to, let's say, if people were to compare that, with a vacant title situation where somebody leaves the division, and then that's how we get there. But yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Wei Li defended it multiple times. Rose only defended it once. Right? Yeah, Rose only defended it once.
No, because she...
Well,
yes, yeah, no.
Twice.
The Wei Li rematch, And then
the Joanna rematch,
right.
and then
Yeah.
she lost it to Andrade. So
Yeah. It was one per title defense.
one per
I
title, yeah,
mean, one per title
one per
reign.
title reign,
Yeah.
yeah, one per title reign. So it's not, I mean, it's not really comparable because she didn't like Rose had two really good fight or four really good fights against two established fight or not, maybe not established. Like, how do I hyperbolize this? How do I normally? What's a good way to word that? Because normal, I don't like to say all time great because
Sure.
I guess we'll just throw it all time two all time greats.
There we
She
go.
had
Just
four
do
really good
it.
fights. Yeah, two good fights against all time greats, and then she lost to Carla Esparza. So it's not like, I mean, again, I'll do that thing we did earlier. Was it an impressive performance? No. Did Carla deserve it? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So it's
So it's two different things.
yes.
Because it's kind of like I think we would compare this more to Topuria vacating, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think yeah, the situations where there's the vacancies is just kind of
Right.
the best way to look at those. And I mean, I think the only reason people aren't bitching more about that is because it's Volkan. He was a champ, right? Like Dern has not been a
Right.
champ yet. We've not seen her defend.
Exactly.
Volkanovski did. He's an all-time great. So of course people aren't bitching about that, but they very well could be if they fucking wanted to.
Right, and to add to that, Volkanovski is like a generational talent
Right.
with a very vast skill set on the feet. Well, and he's a really good cage wrestler too. But
Yeah.
like, I think it lessens the blow there. Like, unlike Dern, where Dern is more polarizing if you think about it, right? Like, there's a side that really hates her, and there's a side that really loves her.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's more polarizing because she has been mid in strawweight, whereas Volk has been like truly like some of the best MMA we've seen. Right?
Yes. No, exactly. And I mean, I think a better comparison would be like, oh Jesus, I wasn't ready for that. When Raquel Pennington won the title, like, even though that was a totally fair, deserving thing too. So
Yeah. But was I gonna be excited for her? Was I gonna be excited for her to fight again, or like, be excited to see her fight again? Like, watch her fight? Probably not. But did she deserve it? Yeah.
you see, exactly. That's the key word there.
I know James. I think James said it right here. He still disagrees
Yeah, that's okay.
about the deserving part.
We're at an impasse. As Tanner has entered the chat, says really support small time first huge here. Football came for the Pokemon, stayed for the DC mean to John Jones convo. Oh, he's in troll mode.
Oh dear.
DC mean to John Jones. It was backwards. It is
I think
funny.
John Jones was the one being childish there.
Yeah, it was those guys. Those goofy goobers. Over or under DC crying on camera within a year? I'm taking the under. There was another question I missed over. Rio asked about what's a goofy goober? You didn't watch the SpongeBob movie, Rio? Come on.
Everybody knows the song.
Come on, everybody knows the song. He's like, what the hell did he just say? Rio asked what we thought about Kayla and Amanda getting canceled. I mean, yeah, it fucking sucks. That was, not good. It's a bummer. Terrible. I mean, hope Kayla isn't injured too badly. What, it was a neck injury, and I think I saw, this could be completely wrong, I'm not gonna say this as a factor, I feel like I saw something about she had like a small surgery already or something like that. But if that's the case, then damn, that sucks, and who knows how much this will delay things. But yeah, I mean, it's just a bummer. That was one of the fights we were looking forward to start the year, so I don't think there's
Were we
any.
though? I mean,
I mean,
okay,
it's
but seriously, like I like look, I don't like gonna do a hot take here.
okay.
I don't like Amanda Nunes, obviously considered the GOAT, but I never really got excited for her fights
Sure.
because again, which like what she is a jab, very good right hand, and a good low kick sometimes, and then takedowns when she fights Jermaine Durandame.
When she specifically fights Jermaine.
Durandame,
God,
yeah.
if
But
only GDR had takedown defense, that fight would have been so good. That rematch.
like yeah, like Nunes was one of those like fighters that I never really got excited for. But again, there's people like to look at it on the other side. Kayla Nunes, does it generate buzz? Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
And does I mean, yeah, I mean, could it possibly headline a card and would people be excited for it? Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
But like for me to be hyped about it, I mean, no.
I mean, really, it's just like you look at it from the perspective of that's just the best challenge that Kayla could have right now, other than Dumont, which is like you can think however you want about that, but this is
Why isn't
the
Dumont
bantamweight
getting the
division.
title shot? Come on now.
I mean, yeah, she'll if she keeps
She'll
winning,
get there. Okay.
she'll be there afterward. Um, Tanner's like, what fight would get him hyped? Lay it on us,
Wait,
Ghost.
get him
What
hyped?
fight are you
I
most
mean,
looking forward to coming up?
well, it's never gonna happen now, but it probably like the fight that would have gotten me like super hyped would have been Islam versus Topuria.
Right,
Makhachev versus
right.
Topuria.
Yeah.
Was, like to have that on the table, like that is filet mignon. That is that is a full course meal right there.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, Tanner says the fight I'm most hyped about this upcoming fourth gym leader. Attaboy. He's totally right. I don't remember which if it said what typing that I'm in for. I think it was electric. Do you remember Ghost? I think we have an electric gym next.
We do have an electric gym next. Wasn't that the thing that we talked about last time?
Yeah, because I think it was bad for egret. So
Yeah, because remember you said you had to remove Egret from the
that was it.
team?
Yeah, pretty sure
Yeah.
that was it. Tanner's like, no spoilers.
Those-
Let's see. What else? I feel like I missed a question here. We're going.
Is Whaley an all-time great? No, I
We've
don't
discussed
care about
that already. We've gone over that one plenty.
My thing is like, dude, do you think we care about that? Like when we're when we're going, like when we're preparing when she's preparing for fights? No, she cares about the next fight. Which, again, not many people like think like that. But the only thing that matters is the next fight.
Yeah, no, that's not exactly a preparational tool.
No.
Status. But a sometimes fun topic of discussion for some people. Maybe not the
For me,
ghosts
it's
of the
really
world.
That's usually the time I like when somebody starts talking all-time great. I usually just change to another video because it's not interesting, or it's not interesting to me at least.
I just realized I went back to a
'Cause I
spot.
feel- Don't you feel like the all-time great conversation is just to fill airtime? Because it's all subjective, and then it ends up with somebody getting mad at the other person just because they don't agree.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely something that can happen very easily and very often. I mean, like I get the whole conversation, especially from my perspective in the media chair, and especially like when accomplishments are happening before you, and it's just an interesting thing to talk about and kind of I guess look at with a microscope. But the problem is, I think it's important also to wait until everything's said and done, right? That's when you can really gauge, because who knows if this person's going to lose their next 10 fights or something like Anderson Silva. And people will say they don't count that against them, which, I mean, I've kind of loosened on that part, but you can make that argument that it counts, especially compared to people who never had that, happen to them. So that's kind of the problem with it, right? Is there's so many there's no definitive situation to it. As Tanner says, you're the all-time great, Ghost. With a winky face.
Oh, you can't see me. I'm also winking.
He's also winking back. There we go.
My issue is how the GOAT debate normally happens is you list somebody's accomplishments that you like. The other person says, "Oh, you're an idiot," and they list their guy's accomplishments, and then they say, and then it all devolves into tearing the other person's accomplishments down, which I'm not a fan of.
Sure, yeah, because then that's when it's just, I mean, that's just debating, I guess, in general, is pretty much what you defined.
Right, but I was mainly discussing First Take because that's all they do. And that's all they talk about, and that there's no point, like, they're never going to get anywhere.
Yeah, that's why you can't really determine that, at least to a better extent, until everybody's, like, retired and stuff, but...
here's a good one, like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not, instead of this is more of a suggestion or a recommendation.
Okay.
Instead of talking about like their Super Bowl accomplishments, what would be more interesting for me would be, how does Tom Brady pick apart cover 2 defense versus Peyton Manning?
Okay,
and
really break it down.
Yeah, like that stuff would be more interesting because, okay, from this, when he gets this too high shell look, he's looking for these checkdowns. And when Peyton Manning sees this type of coverage, he'll go to this type of protection with his line. I mean, I feel like that would be more interesting to me, personally. I don't know if it would be for you. Obviously not good for TV, but I don't know, something I would recommend to make things more interesting.
Depends, of course, on the audience, but I think what, again, you're describing there is what we talked about it, or I brought this up on, I think, 2 streams ago, maybe, but that's what you just said right there is more of getting down to the debate of most talented or skilled of all time, right? Versus greatest of all time, where you have more of those definitive accomplishments and that shit in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Which, again, that goes to Brady, who's pretty concrete in his case with the amount of achievements that he has and fucking some of his mind-blowing stats. As much as I hate to say that. But yeah, that's where it kind of is, I think. And then Tanner chimed in here and he said, I count that when it occurs during their reign or during their prime. Okay, so see, there's that perspective. But if an athlete/fighter shows decline when it's expected, I don't judge it against their legacy regressing, that is. So yeah, like, that's totally fair too. There's just so many fucking ways to look at it, pretty much. It's like exhausting me just fucking looking at it here. This is interesting. James then says, what about Tony Ferg? I mean, so I'm curious what, like, that example, what Tanner thinks, because Tony Ferguson's decline started at the top level, right? It was the Justin Gaethje fight for the interim title. It was that fight, and then he lost 7 more times. 7 more. And what? The first couple were against, similar competition, and then it just got lower and lower and yada yada. And Tanner says hurts its legacy. Like, yeah, I mean, I think most people would say that yeah, that one feels kind of clear. I don't know. That one hurt pretty bad. That one hurt pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, but I'd actually argue that Tony Ferguson started to decline the fight before the Justin Gaethje fight.
The Cerrone?
The Cerrone fight, he looked a lot slower.
Okay. Yeah.
He still was doing his creative stuff, but it wasn't like it wasn't like prime Tony where it was like, oh gosh, this guy is like destroying this guy's body and he doesn't. The guy has no answer to it.
Yeah, and that was when he came back after what, a layoff from, was it the
The
ACL?
knee
I
injury.
think. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could just argue that was completely the point. Because yeah, that's a good point.
But does it hurt his legacy? For me, probably not. For
I
me,
mean,
just
yeah,
because I knew what he was when he was on his streak, like the stuff that he would do, like
right.
the pressure that he would like. So there's two types of pressure. It's the psychological one and the physical one. And he was a physical pressure guy where he would just move at people and they would get flustered and then he would snap kick them in the body and then they would just wince.
Yeah, he was pretty nasty. He was pretty nasty.
Yeah. I tend to remember him for that.
Yeah, I'd like to, but I mean, I don't know, man. Eight's a lot. Eight's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that is a very interesting example. I'm glad that James brought that up. As
Yeah.
Tanner says, if that fight
You
didn't
can argue
happen,
both ways, right?
yeah, no, totally. Tanner says if that fight didn't happen, he would not have gone on to lose 18, 18 straight. He says.
Hey, he added 10 more.
Yeah, might as well have been. I think if you speculate that fight never happening, he doesn't regress so drastically. Something about that fight completely changed him. I mean, that's so true too, though. Like, Gaethje fucked his ass up, dude. Like, that was a brutal fight that he went through to the point that he got pretty much knocked out standing. You know, it was. And so I will say, I will give this one devil's advocate, though. This caveat here that it may have looked worse though because that was in the what was that the first pandemic show with the crowdless audience 249.
No, it was the second one.
It was the second one.
The first one was UFC Brazil, where they didn't really know what they were doing. If you remember that one.
I thought that
It
was
was
the last
Oliveira
one
versus-
before the crowds went away though, or am I misremembering?
No, the crowds were gone. Remember they had to.
Okay.
It was the crowds were gone with Lee versus Oliveira, which great fight if you guys haven't seen that.
Yes.
You don't remember that one? That was the first one where all the crowds were gone, and then after that everything was shut down, and then they went to Florida, which we thought was going to be Fight Island.
Right. Fight Florida. Yeah, but okay, yeah, I guess I remember the fight and all that. I just didn't remember if there was a crowd there or not. Maybe I might, yeah, I'd have to go look at it. But either way, with Gaethje and Ferguson, that was like empty. And so it was like, holy fuck, you can feel the beating through the screen worse than normal, you know? Like it was just a vicious performance to have in just an empty arena. Was kind of what magnified it. Not that, again, it wasn't just bad in general, because it definitely was very, very much that. As James says, it was depressing, but it is something. What do we got here?
It was a good technical showing by Gaethje.
Yes.
So I'll give him that one.
And even in that one, Tony had that epic uppercut at the end of the second round. We'll never forget that.
Oh yeah.
Launched him from his toes.
great,
He
yeah.
sent that thing.
We call that, James knows this, the bus driver uppercut. I don't know if you know that meme.
Yes, of course. Or what, the Marge Simpson?
Yeah, exactly. And then we always play the Kanye West Guess Who's Going to Jail Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
is.
you know that meme, right?
Oh yeah, wonderful. James says, "What did you think of Zayn Simon doing a depressed us episode of Zhang versus Suarez? They kept saying it was depressing because Suarez was destined for greatness and all she got was a brutal beatdown. Was it depressing? I mean, again, this goes back to the perspective of the story, right? And like, if you cared about it, then yeah. But if you didn't, then no, right? Like, and for me, I think it was more of, it was just so, it took so long, longer than it should have for Tatiana to get to a title fight because of the injuries she had to deal with, right? So like if the story was delayed so much and so much that it had less impact on me than if it would have happened like right after she beat Carla or something like that. So like depressing, I mean, maybe a little bit in general, just because it didn't turn out to be as competitive as we thought it would have been. But I think that just depends on where you stand on either side of the fence, right? I know it wasn't depressing for you. I know.
Because first of all, what destined for what exactly? Like I don't understand that idea. Destined for greatness because of what? No, she won those fights because she won those fights. Like Suarez won those fights because she won. Does it mean that she's entitled to win anything?
She just did the winning, and it got her there.
Well, because she had that media train behind her that this is going to be such a great story. Is she entitled to that? No.
Apparently, man. Come on.
That's what I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Like I don't understand that. Like how can somebody be destined for something? I've talked to Alex or Synchro as we know him about this before, and like nobody's destined for anything.
I'm just kidding.
What was that?
I was like, you just doxed him.
Oh, so my bad.
We didn't hear it. We didn't hear it, Rio.
We didn't hear it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. Okay, real quick. Tanner says he's got to go to bed soon. How am I liking the game? Thoughts, suggestions, hints, allegations. It is. I'm alleging it to be. Oh, he said Synchro. Oh my goodness, yeah. Sorry, I got you guys mixed up. That was on me. You dog Synchro. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. It's just a big old mess now. That's okay.
I didn't say his last name, so we're good.
Yes, that's true.
We could be referring to Alex Vahunen.
Yeah, that's what we meant.
Yeah, that's exactly what we meant.
Allegedly, as Tanner mentions, allegations. Yeah. No, I am very much liking Pokemon White version. I'm feeling very good about my team at the moment. Outside of Falkbeer is close to evolving. 2 more levels. I feel like it has slowed down a little bit since the start. The start was very strong. Of course, kind of getting through the big city there, and now I'm going to be going here to Nimbasa. I don't know if I'm about to just get straight there, but I've liked the map in terms of how the routes have been structured and what have you. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it, so I would recommend. I'll leave it at that for now as we continue through the desert.
Oh wait, James has something. James says something. Ghost didn't say if it was depressing. Of course it wasn't depressing. Okay, well, I'll say this controversially. Look, everybody wanted Tatiana to win that, right? So I was extremely happy when she didn't win it. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. That's a good way to put it.
Because lots of because I've talked about entitlement before.
Yeah.
And Drake, you know about this, right?
Of course,
How
of course.
passionate I feel about entitlement. He wasn't entitled to win anything. On either side. Whaley wasn't entitled to win that fight. Tatiana wasn't entitled to win that fight. All that matters is who executed.
Right.
And as much as there's people that want to downplay that performance, you can't take that away from Whaley. And James, just like you can't take away Derns' UFC title away from her.
Nice way to bring it around. That was good. That was well played. Yeah, I think in terms of the whole entitlement bit, the best way to argue that is like for maybe in a case where somebody gets, let's say, a title shot and then it gets taken away from them, or like some bullshit ruling or a decision, like, you know, some kind of thing like that happening. So Tanner says it'll definitely get spicy. There's little stretches of lullness to get you grinded up for the next sections. That's kind of what it feels like for sure, because what was it, before the second gym, I was feeling pretty weak, but now I'm feeling pretty good about my team. I was like, Jesus, I need to get going here. But yeah, that was my mini explanation for the entitlement.
Yeah. I'm very passionate about that because I feel like nobody's entitled to anything.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
again,
totally fair.
But yeah, like the only thing that matters in like sports in general is how you perform.
Yeah.
Or if you gave it your best shot. Because and I'll say this about like all the people that I scout for, because I don't just scout for Whaley, if you guys didn't know that. I scout for other people too. The first thing I tell them is I don't want you getting hurt, and then the second thing I tell them is I just want you to do your best and give a really good performance that you can be proud of. Those are the only two things I'm really looking for.
I could have swore you were.
I don't know if,
I could have swore you were
I don't know
about
if
to
that's-
be like, you were gonna hit us with the. I hope just both teams have fun.
Oh no! I want my person to have a good performance. I don't really care about the other person.
You know that meme though, right?
Yeah, I know that meme.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm more of a The number one thing is she doesn't get hurt. Like any of the people that I've scouted for doesn't get hurt, which I've seen a lot of people get hurt, which is not fun to watch.
Right. Never a good feeling.
Yeah.
No, as James says, oof, that hurts. I don't know what he was referencing the pain to, but could have been anything. As we get through.
Yeah, what does that mean, James?
Oh, what Duran deserves a belt. He just stubbed his toe. Hey, Koda. What fight are we looking
deserves
to?
the belt? Oh yeah, choke on that, James.
What fight are we looking
I
forward
say that
to?
cheeky.
Yes, very cheeky, always. What fight are we looking forward to on the next card? Ooh.
Oh, I actually have it on the background right now. I'm actually studying for it right now.
Okay.
Allen versus Silva.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should definitely be a good one. I would have to pull up. Here, let me pull up the card real quick. Just to give a comfortable answer here. I like that choice, though. That is definitely a very good one. I mean, I feel like I said this maybe last time we talked about it, but Justin Gaethje, the most exciting fighter of all time. Anytime he fights, it doesn't matter who, I am here for it. I'm fucking all about that shit. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. O'Malley versus Song is pretty intriguing too. That's a pretty fun fight. Umar versus Figueiredo doesn't do a whole lot for me, but I do like watching Umar.
Josh Hogan versus Denzel.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, Tanner.
Natty Silva, of course. Against anybody. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably got to be the top two by default, though. Now, how do you gotta like O'Malley versus Song, though, right?
Yeah, but Song can't cut off the cage, and he's still a Team Alpha male, which kind of lowers it for me.
That's fair.
Like with any O'Malley fight, I'm looking for somebody that can cut the ring on him, and then be able to switch stances with him.
Right.
Which, as much as people don't like it, Pedro Munoz did that.
Right.
Before he got poked in the eye.
Yeah. Good
But yeah,
shout.
that's why it doesn't really do much for me with Song Yadong, because he follows people around.
Yeah, that is something he needs to work on. Probably is not going to bode well for him in that one, but we'll see. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe
But he
he's.
does have a hurting weapon, which is the left hook to the body when his opponent circles away. But with Sean O'Malley's distance control and understanding of ring craft, that's not gonna hit because that's a short weapon.
Right. Yeah. We will see. And Rio specifies he means not the main event. Okay, well, good thing I mentioned some other ones then. It's, yeah, definitely not Hokit versus Freeman, as Tanner just looked up a random fight there. 100%. He has no idea who either of those people are, and nor should he. But yeah, I think we listed some. I mean, Allen versus Silva is probably the most correct answer, though. Rio, if we were to go with all of those. What the heck? Those guys are on my list, says Tanner. Why is he studying? Maybe goes to. I don't know.
Maybe there's going to be something appearing on my YouTube channel next week.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just hit that notification bell.
Yeah, and then you'll find out why I'm studying for that specific fight.
Tanner has them on his 2026 Shining Stars in the Making UFC Fighters MVP list. What a name for a list. I feel like I need to rip that off for a new series myself.
For the uncrowned stuff?
Yes, Shining Stars in the Making UFC fight. That's the best part. Is the UFC Fighters MVP.
UFC Fighters MVP. Not even a team sport, but let's have an MVP.
Oh man, that's good. Yeah, boy. What a time. What a doozy. What a doozy. As my Falkbeer is asleep.
Falkbeer is asleep.
Yeah, he needs to wake up, man. There he goes. James says, did you like my recommendation of most satisfying win being Suarez versus Zhang for his end of the year awards?
I liked it, James.
It was reasonable. If I had to think, though, throughout the whole 2025, I mean, if you want to go off recency bias, Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul in boxing, that's one. I mean, even though, honestly, I didn't think that was as satisfying as it could have been. It was really fucking dumb, actually, for all of it until, like, the end. But in terms of MMA most satisfying win of last year, like what made me the happiest and most satisfied? It's sad that like one doesn't come right to mind. I'll have to.
I know one that a lot of people have. That's not Suarez versus Whaley.
Okay, yeah. Give me some options here.
RDR versus Bo Nickel.
A lot of that was definitely
a lot of people like that.
That's a great choice, and yeah, I love RDR too, so I was happy about that. More from that standpoint, I don't hate Bo or anything, so I wasn't in that boat. But John Cena's last fight, says Tanner. Was actually not satisfying, Tanner. It was also very poorly received, at least the end of it, if you want me to tell you. Yeah, the RDR one, that's a good shout. Let's see. I think Jack winning the title, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's another good one. Just because I've showed you some stuff on the DMs about that one.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I think I'm remembering. But yeah, Jack Della Maddalena beating Bilal. I mean, I watched that one. I think Tanner and I watched that one together when we were still living together, and that was a fun one just to see that, just for the performance. Like, I don't really have any specific attachment to either guy. I've talked to both of them before, and both fine dudes, both cool dudes, but I mean, didn't see that coming. Did not see it. And why the fuck does this Blitzel have Flame Wheel? That wasn't cool. So there's that to shout. What are some other ones? Ghost. Oh, obviously, bro. I think it would. This is the winner for me. It was Kayla against Juliana. That's my most satisfying.
What? How is that satisfying?
Because I can't.
I feel like
I can't stand Pena, dude. I'm not even gonna.
No. Oh man, a lot of us can't though.
I can't even. I mean, just the other. What was it today? After the fight got canceled, she was like, "Call me in." I'm like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, I think that says a lot about the state of 135.
Not happening. Blitzel is just a damage mon, fire, electric, dark. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize I could learn fire moves.
Oh, nice. James asking, tell us more about JDM from Drake. I won't tell you what I told Drake, but I will tell you what was happening on my Twitter and on MMA Orbits, which you guys don't know. That is me.
I believe they should know that.
There's a weird Bilal defense force, which, like, if you don't say Bilal is exciting, or if you don't say that, if you don't favor Bilal in any matchup, they will come after you. And if you guys didn't know, I had Kick from Movement Marshals, who also hosts the Phantom Punch podcast with me.
Shout out.
He wrote a great article on looking at both of Bilal's and JDM's paths to victory, and both of their bad habits, and how each of those habits can play with this matchup. And there's a lot of weirdos out there that think that because we talked about Bilal a lot, we were anti-Palestine.
Oh.
Which, not even thinking about that.
Right, not even in your mind.
Not even in our mind. But it became very political with it. It becomes very political with Bilal if you don't say all good things about him, which again, super weird.
How insane is that?
Really super weird, because I say bad things about Whaley's game all the time, if you guys haven't noticed. Even to you guys. Right. So,
was that Kenny Aaron or Kenya Ron? I meant for it to be Kenny Aaron. I'm glad you caught that.
Wait, Kenny Aaron?
That was the latest name, as I caught the sanddial right there. Kenny Aronson is what he's supposed to be. Kenneth Aaron Manson Jenkins, actually. That's what his full name is. Thanks to Rio with all of the names. Tanner, you yeah, Aaron Manson Jenkins. Since you nobody's noticed, but I noticed that you abandoned the Nuzzy cord, Tanner.
You one of the owners?
Yes, he is. Not anymore. It's all mine, which is why I changed it to the Nuzzy cord. But Rio was giving us. He's laughing. Rio gave us so many insane names for Pokemon. He was just loving it, and he's still loving it. That we made an entire goofy-ass name suggestions for Drake to name his Pokemon channel. So you're missing out on that, Buster. Or did you actually not leave? Or did you get kicked out by... No, nobody could have kicked you out, you bastard. He's trying to play dumb now. Classic. What the... What the heck? I think that is one of my favorite names, though. It's the longest. Kenneth Aaron Manson Jenkins, for sure, is up there. Discord again? James says he never gets insulted when you critique her weaknesses. Yeah, that's a good thing. Well, understands what she does more than most people. Yeah.
Well, I hope so. That is part of my job.
Yeah, kinda what you're supposed to do.
Uh-huh. That is that's funny that Tanner got Tanner got booted from his own Discord.
No, he fucking left himself. I know he did.
Oh,
I know that he
he
did.
just got bored of us.
Oh
He
yeah.
got bored of my memes.
Yeah, probably. He's got very severe Discord OCD. He's got like, it's very neat and tidy. I've seen it. I'm calling him out. It's the Discord and then the stocks on the other monitor. He's a stockman.
This
He's a stockman.
Oh man. Tanner, why'd you leave, man? Don't you mean pictograms, Tanner? Not
Pictos. The pictos
The pictos
equates to creatine.
or other like substances.
That's actually very funny.
That's hilarious.
Um, man,
Well, pico is a unit of measure that's very tiny.
very tiny, and those little creatine powders, you know, they'll get you.
But you also gotta look at the fact that John Jones is really bad at passing tests, and that's all we ask. That is literally the only reason why you saw it and the new UFC testing thing is there. Dude, pass the test so we can pretend like you guys are not taking illegal substances.
It's just
You can't even do that
pretend. He's just not good at test taking, man. That's all.
Nick,
Peter-
do you agree with that, or is that too much of a hot take? Or dude, just pass the test.
Yeah, no. I mean, you make a great point.
Like, I know it's all theater at the end of the day, but if you pass the test, we won't have to say anything about you. When you don't,
I mean, look at
you're leaving stuff on the table. You're leaving ammunition on the table.
locked and loaded.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? There have been like what, one or two people to have tested positive since USADA left. So like a full year. You know how fucking crazy that is? Nobody's testing positive anymore. What a surprise. But you want to know another thing, though. You look at it this way. Well, heavyweight still sucks, so I guess people are still fighting clean. Oh, man.
Oh man. I think the heavyweights are taking performance D enhancers.
Yeah, decreasing drugs.
Performance decreasing drugs.
Oh, fuck, dude, it's so bad. Oh, okay, he's putting you on the spot now, Ghost.
Percentage of active fighters on PEDs. I didn't give you a straightforward answer the last time.
Oh, wow, we got
What
a
do you-
highway.
What do you think of the percentage? Actual percentage? Have no clue. But I will say this. It is a sport, like the NFL,
Right.
where high performance is necessary. So there's that. and PEDs isn't just to enhance, it's also to recover. And it's funny that you mentioned this is because one of my specialties when I graduated from my master's program is steroids and how to use and how to test performance enhancers and what can be considered as a performance enhancer. So yeah, it's not just enhancing performance, it's also for their recovery.
Right. That's one of the bigger parts.
Because if you've ever seen a training camp, it's very rigorous and they need to recover in between. But yeah, I probably can't talk about this because I am involved in a lot of other fighters' camps.
We don't have to name names. No one's got to know.
No.
Yeah, but
But like a percentage wise, I have no clue because they don't release those numbers. The only
Yeah.
numbers they do release is who tests positive. And if you test positive, that is a problem.
Yeah, Tanner's going with 80%, which is a whole lot. It's damn near everybody. I mean, if you were to, I, I mean, it's a very interesting topic, and I'm glad you mentioned the NFL because yeah, Tanner and I have talked about that one a lot. Where it's like, well, fucking look at some of these guys. Like, you hate to do the eye test, but to compete at the level that they do and the frequency, especially with extending the season, the more and more that they do. Speaking about the NFL specifically, it's like, I mean, come on, I'm probably 100% of them are doing at least something, especially when they have. This is the thing. Here's the big thing, Ghost. The money to do so. They have the funds
Right.
to support the performance enhancing. That is not exactly the case in MMA. Not that it's like insanely expensive to acquire steroids of any kind, but on top of all the other things and how little you make in MMA, maybe there's going to be less of a likelihood to do that, even though it would probably be a good idea to succeed, and especially when you're probably not getting tested outside of the UFC, because to have drug testing at all is expensive. For a promotion to utilize drug testing and a regulating body, that costs money that they don't have or want to spend. MMA is expensive. So there you go. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Also, I think I've heard Chris Presnell say this on one of his podcasts, but I think it was one of the questions, but they said that it could make a class divide if you think about it. So like the richer fight or the ones that are getting paid more might be able to use PEDs at a better frequency and not get caught.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's a complex topic, but
100%.
yeah. My whole thing is just don't test positive so we can
Yeah.
pretend like
Yeah. Just
So we can
be
pretend
good
like
at
it's not
avoiding. Don't get fucking caught.
yeah. So if you want a real percentage, the people that did get caught, and you divide that by the people who didn't get caught, and I guess that's your percentage.
There we go. Math for the win.
Now for the win. Oh man.
Yep. Tanner says there are individuals who bench 225 for 40 reps, weigh 340 pounds, do 50 pull-ups, and run a 4.740. That's just physiologically impossible without PEDs. I mean, that's a fantastic point. The linemen, of course, are fucking ridiculous. Maybe one or two people could ever do that, but when the NFL has several individuals, it makes you go, He says,
I've never seen a 340-pound lineman run a 4.7.
4.7 might be a little quick there, actually.
That'd be the scariest offensive lineman I've ever seen.
Yeah, I wonder what the record
Actually, he
is.
should be on defensive line if he's like that.
Oh, well, yeah, 1,000,000%. He says Go should run for governor with answers like that. Oh, man.
Oh wait, can I answer Rio's question? Why does Whaley get accused of PEDs? Well, if they're accusing her, this is what you tell them. Has she ever tested positive?
That's always the go-to, yeah.
Has she ever tested positive? That's all you have to ask them. And then the other thing is, has any of her opponents ever tested positive? I think you know the answer to that, Drake.
Have any of her opponents? Just Lemos, right?
Yeah, but that isn't that the fun? That's the contradictory thing. The people that accuse her of PEDs, they conveniently not mention the fact that she fought somebody who did test positive for PEDs and was suspended for a long period of time because of it.
Yeah.
But of course, the champion's always on PEDs, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Tanner
They just forget
says
the fact that she's Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis did? That's fucking crazy if so.
That's actually insane. Are those his stats? Like the 225 for
He might have just listed off all of his combine stats.
Holy smokes, that's
just a freak.
That's actually insane.
Yeah. I don't know if he's on offense or defense. I know, didn't he play this week? Isn't that guy in the league right now, I think? It's like I might have just listed his stats and then said NFL is drug users. That's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
That is
I That's exactly.
Yeah, precisely how that all just happened.
It's like when or is it James? It's like when James always corrects us like or corrects me on like the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, remember that a couple months back when it was like a few years ago?
Yeah. Holy shit, Sigalef scared the hell out of me right there. Okay,
DT for the Eagles. He's calling you a Nimrod.
I know. That's where I saw it. Saw him lose last weekend.
That is still an insane 40 time for a 340 pound man.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely.
Dude, get him in the UFC.
Yeah.
And then get paid a fraction of what he actually gets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't think we'll be seeing it. Yeah, and drop 60 pounds.
No. All good ideas.
Yes.
Oh.
Not so much. All right, I'm in the.
Oh, Drake, do you remember Herschel Walker?
Of course. Of course I do.
That was. He got that way just by push-ups and sit-ups and eating soup.
Yeah, dude, all natty.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite fucking lies of all time. One of my favorite lies ever. Oh, it's
man.
a great one. I feel like Kevin Hart said something similar to that too. I think he said it might have been like, I think he said he does like 1,000 push-ups a day or some shit. It's like, okay, no you don't. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, man.
That's cool to lie about.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Oh, James had another question. Why do some people's evaluations about my favorite 115 fighters have not good takes? Well, here's the thing, James. You and I study Whaley's fights more than most people, so we're obviously going to have better takes than most people.
There you go.
I think it's that simple.
Well said.
Yeah.
All right, good night, Tanner. Have a good sleepy.
Well, are you guys in different time zones still? Is he still in the Memphis area?
He has left. I won't give away a specific area, but he has moved to Utah since then.
Okay.
Yeah, as of a couple months ago. So he has escaped. He has also escaped. But I think an hour ahead. I believe he's an hour ahead now.
An hour ahead.
Cause you're on Pacific with me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on
Okay,
Pacific.
I
I'm in the
thought so.
California region.
Right. That's what I thought. So, yeah. What is that, mountain? When they're an hour ahead of us, that's mountain time?
Mountain time? Is that like Colorado? Or Denver?
You might be right.
Oh.
I'd have to look.
Because I remember when I used to go to college in Indiana, whenever I had a stopover at Colorado, they'd always be like 1 hour behind Eastern time, which is weird.
Then that would be Central. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I don't know what mountain time is. Tanner, I'm from California. Just California.
Nevada counts as California region? What is that?
I think there's a specific border.
Yeah. Oh, is this bug bite?
Yeah.
Not sure I feel about this move. Goodbye to protect. I never use protect for solos anyway. Alright, I'm trapped in these ruins here. I've just been in the desert all... Oh, he's evolving! Falkbeer is finally evolving! I forgot.
Growing up.
He's growing up so fast. Hopefully he's much better now as Whirlipede. How exciting. A little bundle of joy. My Falkbeer. Oh, iron defense. Okay. I like that. I like a little good defense. Excellent. Good timing there. Good timing there for the Falk. I think Uners might evolve next, maybe. The Yoon.
I went all the way to the top of the chat box. Oh, James, he dropped the screenshot thing of the rankings, and some person is talking about why that's not fair.
Yes. Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah. I mean, are rankings really that important?
No.
I mean, you do rank, so probably to you, but...
No, I mean, like, they're... I've always enjoyed them. I very much have, yeah, historically throughout my entire fandom, very much enjoyed doing rankings and, you know, making them important in quality, but in reality, do they matter? Clearly they don't. Other than from a marketing standpoint, right?
Yeah.
So
You gotta make this silly sport look somewhat professional.
yeah, Sportify.
Yeah.
James says, I saw someone say Whaley is bad at dealing with the jab. When I watch her, she's good at countering the jab. How do we feel about that?
I mean, you're pretty much right. She's good at countering the jab, like with different weapons, like when they step in. But I think the reason why they say that, because I haven't seen that take until you show me, but
he's got them all.
when somebody does say that, I think it's because like she's like literally inches away from slipping most of them. Because I would argue that she's actually good at like dealing with it. Because yeah, like you said, she's good at countering it with it. Like in the Rose fight, she countered her multiple times with the low kick, and against Joanna, she would counter her with like the cross counter, which is the right hand over the top of the jab. But when somebody somebody said she's bad at dealing with the jab. Oh, okay. He just sent me a DM of like the thing. Yeah. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about because dude, you see her like slip inside of it and then like build combinations off of it. The only time like I would argue most time like the thing that is like you could argue that is not good with her is like her defense when she gets hit with the right hand. Because, like, early in her career, like, Danielle Taylor, who's, like, not a fighter that's, like, on her level, was hitting her with right hands throughout that fight.
Right.
So, like, I don't know where that guy is coming from when they say, what is she going to do when she sees this jab? And the person talking about with, Amanda Lemos has an incredible jab. Okay.
Yeah, when I think of the times that
She's
I don't know, the times that Whaley was maybe like even hit by jabs was against only Rose or Joanna when it comes to mind, like at least in terms of people
with good jabs.
Yeah, at least they're being somewhat effective at times, but I feel like she just doesn't get hit by the jab very much from anybody. Really?
Yeah, I'm reading this. This guy seems like he's just complaining that Lemos didn't use the jab on Whaley, which is hilarious. Like,
oh, he's just upset that she didn't.
Yeah, that she didn't use the jab, and then he's saying that the jab would have been an effective tool like what Rose and Joanna did.
Okay.
Which, okay, not really a good argument because Rose and Joanna know how to change tempo with their jab, and even that wasn't really the thing that was landing for them. It was their right hands that was landing for them.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'd say surface level analysis, I'd say that's just a hater.
Sounds like it could be. That's probably the answer. It seems
Yeah,
like it's usually the answer.
yeah.
Right. Well, I'm continuing through these ruins here. Chef Donald, let's level up, buddy boy.
Jeez, dude, did you ever watch the Arnold Allen fight with Calvin Cater?
When I'm pretty sure I did. When was it? Remind me. What year was that?
I think that was 2022.
I I can't at
Where
all
Cater like
remember
blew
it.
up his knee. Because, dude, Arnold Allen looks super sharp right now. Like the Arnold Allen that I'm watching from round one, he's
Yeah.
like, he looks super. He's looking super sharp here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't really remember that fight at all. Ooh,
Oh, really? It's the one where Cater blew up his knee in the second round. Or in the first round.
Oh,
and
yes.
then- yeah, then-
Yes. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he did look good in that one. Okay.
Dude, yeah, I'm watching it right now. He's landing his rear straight whenever he wants, pretty much. And his calf kicks, his lead leg calf kicks, and his lead leg body kicks have a lot of stank on them.
Ah, stanky.
Stank.
Love to stank it.
Man, I don't know how this match. Well, we're gonna find out next week, but I don't know how this really matches up with John Silva.
I know. I mean, I feel like Arnold is gonna have a pretty big. He's such a fucking big featherweight, you know. Like I feel like he's gonna have a decent size advantage, even though, we've seen, of course, Silva fight at lightweight, but still, Arnold's just like a big dude.
But he looked pretty. Did you see? I saw him against Max Holloway today. He didn't look. He looked pretty small when Max Holloway was there. I don't know if you remember that fight.
Yeah, I remember that one. But I mean, Max is also a big featherweight, though. You know.
That's true. Yeah.
He's a lightweight now, so.
This is funny. You know Fenyo, right?
Yeah.
He said. I think it was one of his chat room, and he said this. But does John Silva give you Kid Buu vibes?
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, this fight would have been like, dude. I just watched like Allen throw like a step up outside low kick to, or step out outside calf kick, and then buckles Cater's knee in. Like, dude, this fight was looking so good.
And
like,
then
it's just too bad this happened.
Yeah. Hate that.
Well, actually, what happened was Cater did like a flying knee at the end of round one, and then his knee buckles, and then in the beginning of round two, Allen throws like a step up outside low kick, and then Cater just like falls down. But dude, this would have been if this went all the way to 5 rounds, it would have been an awesome fight.
It was shaping up to be.
Yeah.
Definitely was shaping up for it. Okay, I don't know if I feel like exploring the rest of the ruins, honestly, right now. So let's see. Look at some last comments here. I think I'm gonna close it up, but what do we have?
Dude, I was gonna say Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. I was gonna invite you on, and then like I was thinking, should I invite Drake on? And then news dropped, and then I was like,
that's a sign.
oh, that kind of sucks.
That's a sign.
Yeah,
I guess not. But it'll be rebooked, I'm sure. So, spoiler potential tease there for you guys. But James
Yeah, but it's
asks,
a neck injury. Those are pretty those are serious, no?
yeah, depending on the severity there, maybe not. Maybe not. Hopefully,
Well, do you have the do you have the inside information on that?
I actually do not. No, I don't this
No,
time,
you don't.
but yeah, I will. I can see what is out there. Um, James says, "Does Whaley have a lot of unjustified hate, or is it because of geopolitical issues?" I don't think.
Geopolitical issues. That's funny.
I know,
I like how
great,
you said that.
great phrasing. I don't think it's that anymore. I mean, surely there
Mhm.
still is some of that, but of course that was a thing in the past. Um, So I mean, even that was that was unjustified too, right? Like it's not like she's fucking a part of any wars or anything like that, or any
Or like
issues.
advocating for any
Yeah,
wars.
exactly. Or yeah, going extreme in any types of ways with whatever. Um, but
I will say this because I did have I know people that went over to New York and in Australia. Actually, in their last 5 fights, I know people that went over there, and they're always been pro Wei Lee crowds. So
yeah,
I think the hate is a small group of people now
yeah, and I
because like
feel
it's yeah. Go ahead.
generally it depends more on the opponent too. Like who she's fighting, and so maybe they're just more fans of that person than let's say her, which I feel
But
like
I mean,
hasn't been the case with any of her fights since Rose, maybe, or excluding Valentina. I don't know. I don't remember like what the crowd sounded like for that, but
no, I know that one. They were telling like the people that I know that were over there. It was pro Wei Lee. Like even when Wei Lee lost and she gave her speech, like they were still cheering her.
right, yeah.
Yeah, like they
And then even
really
at the
wanted
press
her.
conference too, they were pretty like cool. So
Yeah, I think that might have just been like the time, like
yeah, yeah,
2021. That was after 2020, right after the pandemic. So yeah,
yep, yep.
geopolitical issues, like you said.
Good way to put it.
I think the justified hate that James is referring to is the stuff that he searches for on a daily basis.
Well, that's different. Yeah, that's pretty different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
No, because even in Australia, well, I think the Australia one's kind of like a an outlier because she had Brad Riddell in her corner, and
Oh
Brad
yeah.
Riddell is like, uh, you guys probably don't know this in the media, but he's like a huge star over in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
like huge, like uh, people would people like he would come away from the team, and people would still surround him. He's like
Yeah,
a local hero there. So
love to hear it. Yeah, that definitely
yeah,
helps when you have somebody acquainted
yeah.
and it takes
Mhm.
off. I mean, shit, dude. Kaya Sakura's wrestling coach Billy. I mean, that
Hey, shout
was
out to Billy.
shout out to Billy. I mean, like my interview with him did way better than I thought it would, just because he's affiliated with Kai. Like the rub is real, and so
Oh,
he's like pretty popular in Japan now. Um, but yeah. So, all right, you guys. Well, I'm
yeah.
going to call it a sesh on this one for the night. No real I mean, we evolved. Falkbeer evolved. That
Mhm.
was a big accomplishment. No badge, but the
Yeah.
team is continuing to grow. We're moving on through Unova, getting through these ruins right now. But on the next one, we'll definitely get that fourth gym badge, and that just means more streams and more chatting. So I've been good at continuing to stream it all, and I will continue to. So, um, we have shameless plugs today, though, Ghost, because I did
Hey,
my
shameless
I
plugs.
did my first interview since Whaley. I had a big break there, and I was feeling rusty. I was like, Jesus, I need to talk to some people. So earlier today, I caught up with Helena Krivar, the jiu-jitsu
Hey.
phenom, who is making her debut in one championship next week in jiu-jitsu, of course. And she's very lucky to be on a non-exclusive contract. So smart girl, smart 18-year-old.
Smart, very smart.
Yeah, saving her career. But yeah, so that interview will be dropping sometime before the fight, obviously, but that will be here on the YouTube channel, Uncrowned, all that good stuff. So yeah, and another one tomorrow. I won't say anything about that until it happens. If things can happen, it might fall through. You never know how that goes. I'm jinxing it by saying that, but we have things going on as we near UFC 324 and all that fun stuff. But until the next stream and the next session, you guys, thanks for hanging out as always, and I will see ya when I see ya. Peace.